Now, most people, when they start off with investing in the stock market, myself included, they have this idea that they're going to become the next most successful day trader or swing trader, and they're going to take $1,000 and they're going to turn it into $1 million in a very short period of time. And I hate to burst your bubble here, guys, but I want to show you something called the 90-90-90 rule to give you a realistic idea about getting rich in the stock market. Now, myself included, when I got started with investing, I was dabbling around with swing trading, and this was my goal. I had $500 that I started out with in my account, and I wanted to turn that into $1 million by swing trading and making, 20, 30, 40% returns day after day. That was the idea that I had in my head. And I want to show you guys why that is in most cases just not a realistic goal to have in mind when it comes to the stock market. You can absolutely become rich with this investment vehicle, but it's not in the way that you are probably thinking. So right off the bat, let's cover the 90-90-90 rule. And the 90-90-90 rule essentially tells us this. It tells us that 90% of traders out there lose 90% of the money in their account in the first 90 days. So essentially from that, we can derive that about 10% of traders are successful, or at least don't lose money, and the other 90% of people basically blow up their account. They'll go from $1,000 to having $100 left, or if they invested $10,000, they would lose 90% and be stuck with just $1,000 from that original investment. And there are a number of reasons why this is. The number one reason that I can tell you, having talked to some successful traders out there, like Ricky Gutierrez or Jason Greystone, I've met both of these people and they are successful traders. But the number one problem is that people cannot detach their emotions when it comes to their money. They get greedy, they're looking for excessive returns, they're trying to become a millionaire overnight, they're not locking in profits. So for these reasons specifically, people tend to be very unsuccessful when it comes to trading. The figure I've always heard is that about 1% of traders are predictably profitable. So if you're in a room full of 100 people, 90 of them are going to lose 90% of their money in the first 90 days. The other 9 or so people are going to pretty much not lose any money, but not make much money either. And 1 out of those 100 is going to be predictably profitable. So I honestly have nothing against trading. It works for some people. It doesn't work for most people. So we're going to take this out of the equation here and say, okay, you're not going to use trading as a means to get rich with the stock market. So how I invest is this way. Let's say, for example, I had $1,000 in front of me and I was looking to invest that money. This is exactly how I've done it and how I've been successful with investing. And it's not by taking that $1,000 and investing it in the Uber IPO or finding some random penny stock out there that's going to go to the moon. How I've been successful with investing is by taking that small amount of money, that $1,000, and investing it into myself, or more specifically into my business. And I want to plant a seed in your mind here. If you are somebody sitting there with $1,000 in front of you and you're looking to invest that and you're trying to become rich, well, why is it that you only have $1,000? Because that in and of itself should identify what the main problem is here. People are often chasing unrealistic high returns in the stock market through trading because of this right here. They don't have enough capital to get started with. And the reason behind that is because they're not making enough money in the first place. So if you only have $1,000 in front of you to invest, I would not go out there and put that into the market. I would put it into yourself in the form of self-education, books, or I would put it into your business or wherever you're going to be getting the highest ROI. So personally, that is exactly how I invest. Earlier on, I did have money to invest and I was messing around with some swing trading in the stock market, but ultimately I took that money, invested it in my self-education through books and other means online, invested money into equipment to start my online business here. And that right there is how I have generated the best return on investment. So it has been about 2.5 years that I've been running this online business. And let's just say for numbers' sake that I'm now able to have, about $10,000 per month of money that I could do something with. This is money that after paying my bills, paying my expenses, I've got $10,000 per month left over that I have to do something with. That right there is the money that I would then put into the stock market. After you have taken that money and invested it in yourself, and then you have this extra money here, and you have nowhere else to invest it to scale your business, and you don't have any way to invest that in yourself to make more money, that is the money that you then take and you put into the market. So that is the truth about investing in the stock market. A lot of people think it's going to be the solution for them for all of their problems. They're going to become a successful day trader. They're going to become a millionaire trading stocks, starting off with a very small amount of money. And the problem here is not low returns, because the stock market returns around 8 to 10% per year. And a lot of people think that's useless. And you know what? If you're investing $1,000, it kind of is useless, because $80 to $100 in a year is not a lot of money. But the problem is not a low return. The problem is not enough skin in the game, not enough money to begin investing, and you're essentially trying to skip this piece here and go right to the stock market. That is why you do not have enough capital. So let's say, for example, I took that $10,000 per month and I funneled it all into the stock market. Well, after a year, I would have about $120,000 invested. So that $120,000, if I were to earn a 10% return that year, would be a return of $12,000. Now that $12,000 to most people, including myself, is a significant amount of money. And in that aspect, a 10% return per year seems extraordinary. But when you're investing such a small amount of money, that 10% return is just not going to get you anywhere. And I have to say, in most cases, if you got $1,000 sitting there and that's all you have to invest, I would not put it into the market. I would put it into your own skills and figuring out how to build a scalable business or how to make more money. That way you can have more skin in the game. Anyways, guys, that is the truth about the stock market and getting rich with stocks. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. You know, if you have $1,000 in front of you, where are you investing it? Are you investing it into yourself, or are you trying to invest it in something outside of yourself, looking for, you know, some kind of great return? If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to be notified of any future uploads, and I will see you in the next video.